Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. The last video we did was this. We made this page here, and this is the Basically Amazing size B. We started this album just a few videos ago and I had forgotten that I wanted to use my sewing machine. So I was like, how can I remedy this? I want to start from the beginning. I wanted to redo the whole video, but then I thought, no. You know, I'm sure this happens to other people as well when you had ideas and then you forgot to implement those ideas, because honestly, you know, I remember before my mom passed away, we were working on, was it the Remnants or the Wanderlust, where we were sewing, and she was just having the best time. And I remember she wouldn't let us move her sewing machine away from her bed or where she stayed all the time. We wanted to move it out of the way so she wouldn't fall or whatever, but she did not want us to move her sewing machine. And I was thinking about that, about how much fun it was to sew in our scrapbook albums, and I was meaning to start this one with the sewing machine and I forgot. So we've already made the covers. So the covers look like this, and then we made the first page. So this album, the paper collection we're using in this album is called Gingham Gardens, and it's by My Mind's Eye. It's hard for me to say that with my accent. So this album is called Gingham Gardens, and it is the Basically Amazing size B. So there's 4 sizes, A, B, C, D. And this is the second to the largest. So the A is the largest. This is the second size down. There is a playlist just for this album. I will link it up here and down below. So if you want to start at the beginning and work your way down, starts with an intro of the templates. These are available in my Etsy shop. I have them linked down below as well. They are a digital item, not a physical item. This is a workbook that I make, so all of my templates are in here. All of my traceable templates are in here. So it's quick and easy to go through and get what I need. And then it shows you a flip through of all the prototypes I made before I released the templates. And then there is the add-on photo mat video, because we are using the add-on photo mats, which is a Basically Amazing add-on photo mat. It does not come with the foundations. And then it starts with the covers and goes from there. I decided to, I was thinking about like removing all the photo mats and starting, you know, and like letting them dry with, you know, removing them with undo and then letting them dry and then, you know, sewing on top, because I want to really just sew on the photo mats themselves, not the page, if that makes sense. So I decided to, well, first I decided to sew our little envelope that we made. I just ran it through. It's already, you know, glued together and everything, so I just ran it through the sewing machine and went all the way around the edges. I did have to cut down the 2 inserts right there. The third insert is this, so I couldn't just cut it down. So I think I'm going to use this in one of the inserts we're getting ready to make here in just a minute. So I wanted to show you that I added some sewing to that. And I'm just using a regular sewing machine with a regular needle, and this is just kind of like a creamy color thread. I'll show you next time I get my sewing machine out. So then this page here, this is a flip out page, and so since I was wanting to do like some sewing down the edge here, so I just ran this whole page. I flipped it over this way, and I ran it through my actually went this way. And I ran it through my sewing machine like this, so it ended up getting both sides. So this worked out for me, but I really wouldn't suggest you doing it after your page is made. I would suggest you doing it before, you know, before you attach your mats. So I was able to add a little bit of sewing to what we've already done, so that made me happy. So now I just need to remember to add those things before, you know, remember to sew before I glue things down. Another note, okay, so I'm going to make an insert for here, but I'm also going to make it as like a storage situation. So we made this little, we didn't make it just like this, but we made this craft plastic traceable template for those, like if you were giving it as a gift and you didn't want to give a photo punch, we punched all 4 corners so that the person could lay this down on their photo, trace it out, and then when they put it on these photo mats, it looks like there is real photo corners around the photo. So what I did was I made another one for a 4x6 photo, right? Punched, put whole reinforcements in there, punched through using the heavy duty We Are Memory Keeper's hole punch that punches through like chipboard and things. And then I added some twine, which I wanted to incorporate into this album anyway. And it's not twine, it's cord. It's cording, but it's like a twine. It's like twine, but I wanted to show you guys. Do anybody remember these packages? This package, I was using it. I've used it in many videos. This was left over from a Made-A-Con class from over a year or so ago where we were using the same exact twine. But this is what it is. I'll have it linked in my Amazon list specifically for this album, and that'll be listed down below. So I used that to make, I thought it was funny because I'm still using this. Those were extras that I took for the class. So I made that, and I put a little bit of washi tape from the collection itself, the little floral washi tape on the card, and then I wrote 4x6, 3x4. I mean, I didn't do anything to the back side of that. I just didn't feel like it was necessary. So my first thought was I could just put these in here like this, you know, and they would be the first thing that, you know, the person, if you were giving it as a gift or if you were using it yourself, would see and you would have access to. But then again, I remember that our cover is clear as well, so I may not want to do that specifically. So I come up with another idea. So I'm gonna scoot that aside. I printed off, I've got a couple of inserts in mind for today's video. I printed off the 17 BD. This is designed for a 4x6 photo. I printed off in the buffalo check, and I'm going to make a little booklet. I showed you how to make a little booklet in another album. I'm trying to think of which one that was. I think it was the Darcel. But we're going to make another booklet again, and we're going to make it to hold these traceable templates. Okay, and then I think I'm going to use this on the cover, right? Okay. So let me get my paper trimmer out. So how I'm gonna make it is, this is just white cardstock. I use 80 pound right now, and I'm loving it. It's linked in the Amazon list as well. But you can use whatever cardstock you want. So we wanna cut off both of the short tabs on both sides. Like that. And then we're going to cut off the two long tabs. One on each end, but we want to leave these two together. And if you guys remember the last time we made this, you know where we're going with this. And then, whoa, almost brought two things with me. Get our scoreboard out. This is a Teflon pencil bone folder, and my point had gotten super blunt, and I sharpened it, believe it or not. I just used a regular nail file. This one is 180 grit, but you could probably even go a little finer. And I just kind of went like this. I just rolled it until I got a point back. So I kind of wanted to share that with you guys because I was getting a little frustrated that I had lost the point, and I was thinking I was going to have to go back to the old kind of stylus. I mean, I like those too, but I like this one better because I'm really heavy-handed. So I like to be able to press. So I'm going to score all 3 lines just like that. And we're going to prep all 3 lines. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to prep them the other way. Okay. So now we have something that looks like this. So I'm going to have the pattern on the inside, and I'm going to ink this. Whoop. This is Distress Oxide and Walnut Stain. I'm going to ink this up all the way around this outside of this little booklet, and then I will be right back. Alright, so now I've got it inked. I Got all the different little score marks inked, right? Everything's good to go. So my thought is, I found these, and these are scrapbook album pages, and these are for 4x6 photos. There's 6 spots here, and I found these in my stuff, and I don't really scrapbook this way. So I am going to cut this down and use it in this little booklet for these traceable templates. Let me see if I can get this in my paper trimmer. It's a little tight. That's okay. So let's see. I'm going to cut about 1/2 inch away from, that might be too much. Maybe not 1/2 inch. Or that wasn't 1/2 inch. There's 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch away from where it separates the different pockets. Can you see that? And then I'm going to separate these two by going to the bottom one and separating them that way. So I'm not cutting through where it's sealed right here. Okay, let me set this aside. I don't know if I need 2 of these right now. I think I'm just going to need the one. I guess I can put 2 in there just in case. So then what I thought, to make it easy, so here's the opening. This is a craft mat. Here's the opening. I'm going to take my craft knife, and I'm going to try to use my craft mat here. And I'm going to go about 3 inches down, boop, boop, on the one side, and I'm going to, let me get my ruler. And I'm going to slice right inside where it is sealed. And that is just on the one side, not where we left the 1/2 inch. So this is where it's sealed on the other. So I opened it up right here on this corner. And this is where it's going to be bound into the little booklet, but I opened it up right here on this corner. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it back on itself and crease it and cut that triangle off. What I did, I think. So then that way, when I have my little traceable templates in here, I can get them in and out much, much easier because there's an open corner there, okay? So let's go ahead and do that one more time. All right, so now we got both of these ready to go. Let me take this out because I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to attach them together just with a little bit of tape, runner tape. I'm not going to go all the way down because I am going to sew this together. Make sure the pockets are on the same side. I can't see. Okay, so now we got those two attached. And then, so let's see if they'll fit in here. Yeah. Perfect. So that where it's actually sealed shut, I'm going to go just to the right of that score mark there. All right, so I'm going to actually put just a little bit of tape runner, top and bottom there. And I'm going to attach this down, just holding it temporary until I can get it through the sewing machine. Oops. Right? So it'll end up looking like this. So we'll have 2 pages, 2 plastic sleeve inserts for these traceable templates. All right, but before we sew that, we need to go ahead and mat this, I think. And then we can sew it, and then we can put the mats on the front and the back. That's what I'm thinking. So I was looking through my scraps, right, my little skinny scrap drawer, and I was thinking about using these pieces to kind of match, you know, the page a little bit. So I've got that in mind, but I need some skinny skinnies, and I think I'm just going to lay it on here, cut it down. This one actually has my name on it, but I'm going to use the other side, so it doesn't matter. So I think 3/8 of an inch is about what we're going to need. 3/8 of an inch. Oh. And then I think they should be cut down to I'm going to guess that at 6 1/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 7/8. Let's try that first. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, 6 7/8. So 3/8 of an inch and then 6 7/8. I like it. So this is one of the reasons why you never throw these scraps away. Even that little skinny strip there might be used for something. Here, let me just lay these on top of each other. And I'll just cut them apart. Okay. So now I need to ink the sides that that's going to be showing. Alright, so because I'm going through my sewing machine, I think I am going to use liquid glue, white glue that will dry fast, and I'll get the mats ready for the covers, and while that's drying, I think that's what I want to do. So this is art glitter glue. It dries clear, but it is a good glue. I'm not using the clear Fabri-Tac because it's super thick, and I don't want it to get, you know, glumpy on my sewing machine needle. So we're just going to do it. We're going to use art glitter glue. This is going to be so cute. All right, and the back side. Can't hardly tell. Okay, so let's let that dry a minute. So the next idea I'm going to be using, we printed these off last time. These are the Basically Amazing add-on photo mats. And I wanted to use, we have 2 of these plain. These are page 7BD in the add-on photo mats. The page looks like this. That's what the page looks like. So it comes 2 to a page. And they have like the faux photo corners, faux photo. So I was thinking about using one of these on the front and using this as kind of like a label, but then we've also got these 6x6 paper pad, and I was thinking about, I marked the page here, I was thinking about using these pink and white polka dots, so it would look kind of like this. Oh, look at you guys, look at this teeny little, it's a tiny clip, it's a tiny little, I'm going to use these by the way, tiny clip. They're brand new, the little mini clips. Aren't they adorable? This is the packaging. We're going to be using these. I don't know if we're going to be using them in this video, but we're definitely going to be using them. So I'm going to use this from the 6x6 paper pad. Oh, I'm going to use the pink side. So we got that. And then for the back side, I'm going to be using the Shades of Color, available on my Etsy shop. That's what the listing looks like. I'm going to use number 27, so it's this really dark green. So I'm going to use this on the back cover. And this is just printed onto white cardstock. So both of these pieces, they just are literally a 4x6 photo size. I don't need these 2, so I'm going to put these up. So I'm going to cut them down to 4x6. Okay, so I wish I knew what the 6 was exactly on my paper trimmer, but I don't. So what we got here? So I'm going to, let's measure. Okay. Probably still go even just a little bit more. So in my paper trimmer, it's just a smidge from that edge. So I'm going to trim that down to that. And I'm hoping that I'm correct. Right, it should fit on there perfectly. And then I'm going to trim it down to 4. You could, of course, use your traceable templates. I'm going to put these in my scrap drawer. Right, you could have totally just used this and traced around. But since I got my photo corners, since I've got the corner chomper, I'm just going to use it. But isn't that cute? Okay, first of all, that's adorable. That pink is adorable. So I've got that one. And then, need to cut this bottom strip off. Let's cut this side strip off. Alright, I'm going to take both of these and I'm going to do the square, the large angle. Look, I'm making a mess on all 4 corners. This is a great little storage idea too, this little booklets. So any of my pages that look like that have the 2 pages, exact identical pages side by side with all 4 fins, you could totally do that. All right, I'm going to ink these are already, the black edges is already inked just a little bit to get rid of the white, but I'm going to ink these up really quick and then I'll be back. All right, everything's inked up. And I think this is what I'm going to do. So this is going to go on here like that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and attach this down. This is just the ATG tape glider. I have the refill tape linked down below. I get it at Tape Depot. And I've got the exact one for the pink tape glider down below, if you want to check that out. Okay, so look it looks like the real photo corners, and I just kind of angle chopped it instead of using the photo corner. The photo corner We Are Memory Keepers one. So this one is going to go on the back side, and I don't mind it being plain. I think it's fine because this is kind of like a functional thing. And so then this one, whoa, hello. I wanted to, before I glue it down to here, I think I was wanting to sew this onto it. So I'm going to tack it down in the middle just a little bit. So this is just regular paper. I thought about making it a pocket, but I don't think I'm going to. So I'm going to run this through the sewing machine here in just a second. So this is kind of like my nameplate or something. The dots are helping me keep it straight. Right? Okay, so let's move these things aside. Let's move them this way. I'm going to grab my sewing machine. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see. Okay, this is just a Singer. It's called a Fashion Mate. I will try to link it. I haven't used it in a while. It's a little dusty. And you can see I've just got some cream colored thread in there. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the zigzaggy stitch. I know you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing, but I'm going to go all the way around this label with the zigzaggy. I guess I still could not. Let's just go ahead and sew it. Uh-oh, I ran out of thread. Oh, well, I ran out of bobbin thread. So So it looks like that. Shoot, let me get my bobbin thread. Okay, so I actually did several bobbins just in case. I'm gonna go back over this. Actually, I should probably clean some of that up just a little so it doesn't get all tangled up on itself. So I am by no means a sewing machine expert, so you may want to check your sewing machine's book, you know, guidebook, instructions, manual, whatever you want to call it, to see if you can, if it's going to mess up your paper, or you should, or your sewing machine, or if you should use special thread or special a needle. Because I have no idea. Again, I'm not a sewing machine expert. So now I'm going to take and I'm going to sew right down this in the zigzaggy. Again, it should be good and dry now. Ooh, do you hear that? Oh goodness. It's going through quite a bit right now. Okay, all right, all right. Ooh. That sounded horrible. But it went through. It only messed up one time. I don't know if you can see, like right there. So it should. Yes. Okay, so that was a little intense right there. All right, let me move this out of the way. All right, so now we can add, whoops, we can add this to this. Let's do that. And I should probably use liquid glue, since we've got some stitching. Whoa. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac this time, since we've got a little bit of dimension. This is Fabri-Tac by Beacon. You can also use Fabri-Fix. I think Art Glitter Glue may have come out with a new clear glue. I've never tried it. Maybe I'll have to try that too. We shall see. I guess I could trim these back ones off so they won't get in the way. These little scragglies. I like the scragglies. Alright. I'm going to run over the stitching just a little, just to be sure. And then I should be able to just lay this on here, like so. Wiggle it about a bit. So cute! Look at this! It's adorable! Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I love it. Okay. Well, since I got this out, I'll just use this. Since it's a little bit thicker with sewing, I'll just use the Fabri-Tac. I should have wrote on the label before sewed it down, but that's okay. I might not write on it right now. I don't know exactly what to say. I mean, these are like photo templates. I guess I could just say that, photo templates. I'll think about it. That is so cute, you guys. I can't. Alright, so let's just add this with the glue. You don't need that much. You really, really don't. I get carried away. I can't help it. This is so cute. This is so cute. So then you can put your traceable templates inside here, just like that. And then bring this back over. So you can either have it in like this, which is totally fine, or you could have it like this. No, not like that. Let's do it like this. I don't know, you guys. It might be too big for right there. What do you think? Should we save that for another pocket? I don't know. I guess we'll leave it for now. I mean, I like it. It's super cute. I don't think we're going to use this little tiny clip, though. It's a little too tiny to hold anything there, but I do like them. They are super cute. So I don't know, you guys. What do you think? Should we leave it there? I guess we could leave it there for now. Let's just leave it there for now. We can always come back and swap them out for something else. Swap it out for something else. Or if we find a better place to put that, we will put that there. But I love the idea of it. So let's just leave it there for now. Just leave it there for now. And then in here, I've got an idea for an insert in here. Okay. So I was thinking, what am I thinking? Oh, I was thinking that I would use, these are the side pocket inserts for the C size album, and there are 2 sizes. So they're basically, one's a 1/2 inch longer than the other, and that depends on what kind of binding you use, on which side pocket insert you needed. But I thought we would use these for the side pocket insert. So I printed them both on the patchwork background design. I printed them both out. So this is page 32C and 33C. Oh, I'm gonna need, I might need, shoot. I'm gonna need the mats for these. So I'm gonna grab them really fast. And I thought I would make them like tags. So I thought they would go in like this. Right, there's one, and then there's the other. And I thought we would make them some fun little pull-out tags, like giant tags. So let me grab the, whoops, now I got clear plastic coming out. I'm gonna do the large angle on both of these like this, and there's no direction currently, so it doesn't matter. And then I was going to mat these. I just don't know what I'm going to mat them with. That was the only thing I hadn't decided on just yet. I can't decide if I want to do pattern paper or if I want to do printed paper. Let's look. Let's see what we got. So with this paper collection, I think I got one, you get like 6, I don't know, I forget how it works, but I got 2 of the paper collections. That way I could have 2 of each paper. But then I also bought individuals because there are only a few like floral patterns in here, and I think that, you know, we're going to run out pretty quick if we don't substitute a little bit, if we don't add more pages to it, because I think there's only 2 pages with florals on it. I've used one already, and the rest of them are just a bunch of patterns and whatnot, which is fine. They're pretty too. Yeah, so there's just 2 papers with floral on them. So I was thinking maybe about using this on one side. No, well, I want to print a color on that. I might have to use color. I'm just looking at the leftover pieces that I have. What's on the other side of this? I might be able to use this side on one of them, and then what for the next? I wonder if these 2 scraps would be big enough. Probably not. To maybe mat this one. Nope, I don't think so. Shoot. That would be cute, wouldn't it, to have that on the top? I like that idea. This is page 22. I'm going to print another one of those, I think. I'm going to print another page 22, and we're going to kind of combine them together. Okay, I printed another page 22, and I think I'm going to do the smaller one, 32C, with this, and then the larger one with that. So I'm going to lay this on here, trace it out. Oops. And I don't even have to really trace this, not really. I can just Let's go ahead and do it though. I'm just gonna, whoops. Got the number, the page number on the top there. So I'm just gonna lay that on there and trace that out. So that's the one, and then the larger size is gonna be this one. I could use washi tape to judge this one up, couldn't I? If I wanted to, that is. Okay, so I'm going to cut these out and ink them up, and then I'll be right back. Well, actually, I'll have to attach this one down before I ink. No, I'm going to ink it up. So I'm going to cut these out, ink them up, and be right back. Okay, so I did end up cutting this strip down to about a 1-inch strip because I felt like it was just too much, the big strip. So I did cut it down, and I'm going to attach this down really quick. And then I'm going to do the corner chomps, and then I think I'm going to run it through the sewing machine. So I'm going to use liquid glue again this time. And I'm not going to glue the whole thing down. I'm just going to kind of get the ends, whoa, and the top. So that maybe I could, if I wanted to, I could tuck something up under there. So I'm just going to line this up along this edge here. Like that. And then I'm going to take my corner chomper, chomp the corners. I'm going to ink that up really fast. Oops, I don't have to ink that side too. Because I think I'm going to run this through the sewing machine before I attach it down. And then this one I'm just going to attach down. But I do want to put a hole reinforcement. So let me attach this one down, and we will add the hole reinforcements. And then I better measure, or I better try to get the center. This is a Tim Holtz ruler, and it's kind of like a centering ruler. So I'm going to try, I'm just going to mark where I think the center is. And then my hole reinforcements, these were just white, and they're Avery, and I just inked them up with the walnut stain. I did that in the last, was it the last video? I mean, the last series. I don't remember. I kind of want to go ahead and put one on here too, since I can use that as a gauge. And punch it out really quick. Gotta unlock this. I have to open it so I can see. Get this one. All right, let me get my sewing machine back out. This thing is heavy. My elbow does not appreciate me right now. And I am way running out of room. Okay, I'm going to do the ziggy-zaggy again. And try to decide here. Where did my pen go? If I should go straight through that, I should stop. Huh. I went right through there, right through where the hole reinforcement is. Can you see that? Worked out perfect. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. Just a little bit. So again, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac to glue this one down. Because of the stitching. Get on the stitching. Make sure nothing comes out. And you typically don't see the Fabri-Tac through the paper, so if that's something you've been concerned about before, you can totally use Fabri-Tac and it won't show through. Power punch again. Unlock. I should take that stupid little door off, shouldn't I? Okay. I'm going to cut through some stitches, I bet. Alright, I'm going to flip it. Put hole reinforcements on the back side of both of these. So we have like a little combo that looks like this. So of course we need a string. We need something so that we can pull these out with. Isn't that adorable? I think it's super cute. I'm gonna have to tape my bee down so it quits moving on me. Where's my twine? Could use baker's twine, or I'm just gonna use this twine because I have it. And I like the look of this. So if you take it through here, just one side through there, and then you kind of do like a, I don't know what kind of knot that is, where you take both together. So it forms like a loop instead of what you would normally do for a tag. Do you know what I'm talking about? So it looks like that. So it's kind of loosey-goosey. I like that. I've been digging that look. I've done that before, but I haven't done it in a while. So I'm not going to put any photo mats on here. So again, just run it through like that, and then I take it, wrap it around my finger, and put the two ends through the hole there. And then, whoops, pull to make a knot. I'm going to shorten those just a little. And now we have two pulls. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Of course, we're going to have to keep them out of the way. I wonder if it matters. Let's see if it'll still shut. Oh, of course it does. There we go. There are two fun inserts for this page setup, right? Do we like the sewing? You guys are going to have to let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this video, if you like the direction that we're going in. Please let me know. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos, and make sure you turn the bell notification on so that you will be notified when I upload a new video. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.